The reason I'm talking to you is we've gotten some complaints about you going around filming in police department parking lots, things like that. What's going on?
Just doing some filming today.
Just doing some filming today?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
When you interfere with a police investigation,
No, stop it. Stop it. You're looking silly, man.
Well,
3979 McClure, K. McClure. It's a
I
picture.
train all of you guys to say that shit? Okay.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I don't give a fuck.
Hello, sir. I'm Sergeant Reed with the Police Department. What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
Why not?
Because I don't have to.
A citizen films in public, and Bristol cops swarm in, confront, and overreach. But who's really breaking the law here? Is filming public property a crime, or an unshakable right? What happens next might just shock you. Watch and decide for yourself.
Can I speak with you just a moment?
Sure.
How are you today?
All right.
My
I'm
name's
a
Officer McPherson.
little hot.
I'm with the police department here in
Sure.
Bristol. The reason I'm talking to you is we've gotten some complaints about you going around filming in police department parking lots, things like that. What's going on?
Just doing some filming today.
You're doing some filming today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you looking into some of the Commonwealth attorneys' cars and things like that?
I'm just,
Places where they have a reasonable expectation of privacy?
you know there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, sir.
There is, sir. Inside of vehicles there is.
Now, if you can
Absolutely.
see it from public, sir, you know better than that.
No, that's not entirely accurate.
Is that right?
Not entirely accurate.
You all don't use, you all use that to your benefit?
No, sir.
It's not?
Absolutely not. Do you have your ID on you?
No, sir, I don't have an ID on me.
You don't have an ID on you?
No, sir.
Okay, what's your name?
I'm not giving my name, sir. I have no
Okay.
reason to.
Okay.
It's called the plain view doctrine. You should know about that. Anything you can see from public view is filmable and recordable.
Okay. So, trespassing,
I can-
trespassing on property like over here where you're not allowed to be, restricted areas?
Where's restricted areas?
Right over here
Show me where
it's
show me where it's restricted.
Right over here where you were just
Okay,
at.
let's
We're not-
go.
We're not walking over there.
Show me where it's restricted. Where does it say restricted? Where's the restricted signs? Where's the private property signs?
When you're over here on
Where's
fire
the no-
department property,
Where?
when you're over here on fire department property,
Fire department?
that's not public. That's not public property.
Yes, sir, it is.
No, sir, it's not.
It's not funded by the public.
It is funded by
Well,
the
then it's
public.
public property.
But they have a reasonable expectation of privacy of the fire department too.
Sir, you don't know what plain view doctrine is, do you?
Are you the attorney?
How do you know I'm not an attorney?
Are you the attorney?
How do you know I'm
That's
not
what
an
I'm
attorney?
asking.
How do you know I'm
Are
not
the
an attorney?
I don't know. That's why I'm
Well, all
asking. I'm
right.
trying
Well,
to have a
don't doubt my
conversation with you.
intelligence.
I'm trying to have a conversation.
Well, I am trying to have one with you too.
Okay. All right. So
You-
what
you know
what's
what the plain
what's
view
going around-
doctrine
what's
is,
going
right?
around filming in everybody's
You know what
vehicles
the
and stuff,
plain
filming
view
inside
doctrine
police
is,
cars
right?
and things like that.
You know what the plain view doctrine is, right?
I do know what the plain view
Well,
doctrine
then why are
is.
you
Do
even
know what
questioning
the
me?
plain view
I
doctrine
absolutely do. Anything that you can see from public is recordable.
is? Okay. So you're saying
that simple.
You're saying that people don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy inside their vehicle.
No, sir. They have to. The onus is on them to create that privacy, just like in your squad car. I can walk up to your squad car right now and film everything I can see in here because it's called plain view doctrine. You've left your computer on, which is not a good thing
Is it not?
because that's on you to create that privacy on that computer, right?
Okay.
Right?
No.
That's not right.
No.
Is it on me to create that privacy? Am I the one that's supposed to shut it?
Are you schooled with the police department policy or anything?
I
like
am,
that?
sir, and in normal constitutional law as well.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Are
All right,
you?
So basically, you're just out here to cause trouble for everybody.
I didn't talk to anybody. So who's causing the trouble?
basically,
You're the one that stopped me.
Listen, brother,
You're the one that stopped
I'm
me.
not stopping you.
Yes,
I'm
you
having a
did.
conversation
You
with
hollered for me and told me to stop. Did you not?
Listen,
I
brother.
asked
Did you not?
I asked if I
All
could
right.
talk to
So
you.
then you stopped me. So don't say
No,
you
I
didn't.
asked if I could talk to
Oh,
you.
shut the fuck up.
Do you mind if I talk for just a second?
I'll talk to you, but he ain't make no fucking sense.
So we got a call down here.
He's been
As
a
you
dick.
can probably understand, you're open carrying a firearm, which is fine, okay? And you
Yes,
also
sir.
have a mask on. That
Yes,
can cause
sir.
some public concern.
With the COVID today, seriously,
I'm just saying, somebody openly
Seriously?
Just
Now,
understand,
who's being
just
ridiculous?
Understand where I'm coming from, okay? So
No, I don't know
I'm
where
just
you're
telling
coming
you what
from.
the call was that we received.
well, I don't give a
okay?
shit what the call
All right.
was.
So that's why
If
we come
I'm
down here.
breaking the
Listen,
law,
we come down
don't
here to make
raise
sure
your voice to
we
me,
come
sir.
down
You're the
here
servant.
to make
Understand
sure
that.
you are safe
Don't
and everyone else is
Safe.
safe, okay?
I'm carrying a
happy
firearm.
to talk over
Fuck
top of
you. Fuck you. Have a nice day, bitch. Fuck you. I ain't wasting my breath with your dumb ass. I'm done.
Have a good day, sir.
Keep stepping, bitch. You're dismissed.
Have a good day.
Fuck you. Tell everybody in there they need to close their curtains. I've got Social Security numbers all in the open. That's called plain view doctrine. Dumb shits.
Right now, you're identity theft. You're stealing people's ID information.
If it was, it's on them. They're the one to get in trouble. You dumb shit. It's not my responsibility to hide people's information, is it?
So, but
Is it?
you're taking
Is it?
personal information.
Yeah.
I think that's identity theft.
On them, because they're the ones that would lose it, you dumb shit.
All right.
You want to go there? Are you that stupid?
Are you?
No, I'm not, because I'm standing there. If it was identity theft, you'd be hooking me the fuck up, wouldn't you?
Well, right now you're being
Hook me the
disorderly.
fuck up.
Right now you're being disorderly.
This is
Don't
not
do that.
disorderly.
It is.
You can't be the complainant and the disorderly, you stupid shit. God almighty, y'all are fucking retarded. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong.
You can be the complainant in a disturbance call. You are retarded. Then hook me up then. Dumbass fuckers. How fucking stupid. Bristol's finest right there, and I thought I wasn't gonna get nothing today.
When filming in public becomes an excuse for harassment and threats, we must ask, who's truly breaking the law? The lesson is clear. Citizens have the right to hold authorities accountable, and knowing your rights is the most powerful weapon against abuse of power. A simple camera sparks surveillance, threats, and false accusations, all for filming in public. Since when did free speech become a threat? What are they so afraid the camera might expose? Watch closely. This encounter will leave you questioning everything.
Are you okay, sir?
How you doing? Can I answer any questions for you, sir? You seem very interested in the police department. Anything I can do to help you?
No, I appreciate it.
Okay. You don't have any questions? Anything I can answer?
No, I didn't
about
call
the
you
police
guys.
department?
I didn't call you guys.
No.
I mean, maybe he did.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had calls for you. That's all.
Got a cop caller here, guys.
Got in my window and started.
Sir, why don't you tell him the truth that you actually turned around in your car and made a U-turn and you drove up to me? Why don't you tell him that part?
I'm getting.
Tell him that part.
I'll tell him. What
Tell
I wanna
him
tell
that
you,
part.
tell him whatever you
Because
want.
I got everything recorded.
So this guy's harassing me.
Sir, I'm 1,000 feet away from you.
Because he was standing in the window of my car. So then he went over here and started doing something over here. So I took my camera out, moved over here, and started filming him to let him know that somebody was watching. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would keep. Does this seem normal to you?
People take pictures all day long, brother. It's a camera. Just like you were doing to me.
He's talking to him right now.
That's okay. Free speech.
Yeah, but I can tell you if they're in the middle of a conversation that you don't interfere with them, because right now he's talking to a police officer,
And
that might be a criminal matter. So
what would be the
talking
offense?
of interfering with them?
No, I'm not interfering. It's free
Yes,
speech.
if you start
Would you
yelling
like me to
at them,
stand here? I'll stand back. Will that
Sure.
make you happier?
that's perfect. What I'm saying is, if you start yelling at that person,
I'm not yelling. I'm speaking. I'm speaking
were
so you can
just
hear
yelling
me.
at
I'm not yelling.
if you're yelling at this individual while he's trying to talk to a police officer, you're interfering with him reporting possibly a crime. So that's 148. That's
Well, write me up for it then. I'll see you in court, brother.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm just informing
I was
you.
recording peacefully. He approached me. He literally came down, drove over here with his camera. That's the only reason I started recording him.
So, I understand that you're here. You're testing out your First Amendment rights.
Yeah. So what's the deal? Why would you threaten me with that?
Because you have every right to stand here and record.
And I have a right to speak, and I'm not going to stop because you want me to.
Until
If he
you
wants to make a
interfere.
police report, I can talk over you. I can talk over him. He can go inside. He can go inside the office and file a report. There's no expectation of privacy in here. I'm 15 feet away. I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. It's not a disturbance. No, it's free speech. You can't make a lawful activity, a constitutionally protected activity, a crime.
When you interfere with a police investigation, it is.
No, stop it. Stop it. You're looking silly, man.
Well,
3979 McClure, K McClure. Is it K or Okay, Kay McClure is
You can
acting
walk-
silly.
I don't mind you walking.
No, I don't want you to say that I attack you and then you arrest me and.
You're on camera. You're on-
Yeah, that's what I'm
my
saying.
camera,
You never know what happens to your camera or what you do.
Oh, so things go wrong with our cameras.
I'm not saying you personally. I'm not saying you ever did that. I'm just saying that in general, I don't know what's going to happen to it.
Would you like a case for C-card?
Yeah, if you got one, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we'll fill that for you. So this is an event for the 2 calls for service today involving you.
Okay,
So
I'm going to back up just for my safety.
sounds good. If you have any questions, you can feel free to talk to me. Just let them do their thing, okay?
Yeah, I'll let them.
Sounds great.
But just don't impede on my free speech, though.
You're doing great right now.
Gotcha.
I'm just asking.
Do you have a personal business card by any chance?
I don't carry them with me.
Got it. You're the sergeant?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that I.
Okay, guys. So hopefully this gentleman gets educated on our First Amendment. I literally walked past him. He made a U-turn, approached me, recording me. Then he got upset when I started recording him back. It's kind of silly, guys. And nothing wrong with being a concerned citizen.
There's a lot
In
of
his
misunderstanding out there.
opinion, he thinks it's suspicious with a guy my age and my shape walking around in broad daylight around a police building where they got tasers, they got guns. I mean, even if I tried to run, guys, I wouldn't make it 10 feet. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. I can't imagine the world, living in his world. Can you imagine going to Disneyland or the beach or something?
Yeah, it's all listed.
And we got 4858?
Like, he said a lot of people do it, like they record it in his car. So.
It's just silly, man.
Well, it is. It's silly. There's a lot of misunderstanding about what's legal and what's not legal about recording.
Yeah.
Most of the time, everything about it is legal, right? Public place.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of privacy, right? However,
Come on, man. You're doing good. You're doing good.
yep.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
The issue is that people get upset, right?
Yeah.
That is just the nature of human beings.
No,
right?
I get it.
When people get recorded, whether it's lawful or unlawful, people get
I
annoyed.
understand completely
and
on
so
that.
people tend to abandon the rules and they get upset. Right?
The funny thing is, I wasn't even recording him though, and he went out of his way to get into my recording session. That's like jumping in a swimming pool and saying, "Hey, I don't want to get wet." It's just silly.
But it happens, right?
That's just my opinion, man.
It is.
I come in peace, man. I'm not here to harm anyone or stalk anyone. When I was recording people, I don't follow them to their cars.
Right.
You
So
know,
normally,
I don't go over fences or.
But that's a great point because recently we've had several people enter our secure campus.
When you say, you mean here or you mean
Yes,
some? Oh, okay.
go here. So people have either jumped the fence.
I wasn't sure if you
right
meant like
after
your training facility over there on like Monterey or whatever you meant.
our police department, where all of
Gotcha.
our dispatchers are, and so
Not very smart criminals, I guess, if that's what their intent was. I don't know if they're just trying to get out of the weather, but if they have criminal intent, that's not the smartest idea.
It's very unnerving. So we will get calls because we don't know what your intent is until someone like me comes over here and sees that you're just exercising your First Amendment rights, and then we're all good. But until then, we have to assume the worst until we
Well, let's not assume they're worse, man. Let's give
We
we're
have
supposed
to.
to be innocent till proven guilty.
innocent until proven guilty, but a police officer has to assume the worst to be prepared for the worst.
But if you get a call with a guy with a camera, what would be that worst? With all that, like you said, you knew what I was doing. You've been obviously educated, either seen the videos or you've been educated. Yep. You know, maybe you've had meetings or emails. I don't know how you guys communicate it, but at some point you've had some type of training or communication about it. So when you get a call for, oh, there's a guy out there in broad daylight with a big boomstick, a camera, just walking around peacefully with a battery pack, you know, just recording, you're like, oh, okay, it's just one of those pesky camera guys. Code 4, we're good. Let's go interact because we have to. We got a call, but at that point, hey, we're good.
And that's a great point. The last thing you said. At that point, we are good.
Once you realize it's just a camera guy, though.
But until I get here, I don't know what your intent is. I don't know if you're armed. I don't know what's going on until I get here and I see that you're who you are, and we're all good. So. Again, that's why I say we have to plan for the worst, because I don't want to show
And going
up.
back to the free speech, you know, I just got to, you know, intervene on that. And hey, we can agree to disagree, and it is what it is. Physical speech, a First Amendment protected activity, cannot be considered interference. Interference is a physical offense. Now, if I go up to the point where I'm yelling in his ear where he can't do anything, but for me speaking loud enough so he can hear me from 15, 20 feet away, that's free speech, brother. And I'll do it all day long. If you'd like to prove a point, I can do it right now. And if you want to write me a citation for misdemeanor, felony, whatever, I'm not sure what it is, we'll go to court and we'll battle it out.
My point
That's
is
not
not
my
to-
intention. I'm just saying.
I understand.
I'm trying to have
And
a
my
cordial
point is
conversation.
I don't take the bait when people challenge
It's not
me.
bait. It's not bait. It's just a fact. It's a fact.
I don't take the bait when someone challenges me to write or an arrest or a citation to prove a point. I can use my words just like you, and I can educate.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I do appreciate that. I wish more officers thought that way, because some will let their emotions or the ego get to them. So, like you said, you're law enforcement, not feelings enforcement.
But exactly. But we're also not replaced by robots, and then nobody gets under the robot's skin, right?
Yeah.
Nobody pushes the robot's buttons until.
Or they're trained to just not care and just violate our rights. Who knows?
Could be.
But again, me just communicating with him, like I said, saying that free speech is interference is absolutely 100% preposterous, unless I'm doing it to the point where you literally just cannot do anything. But there's no expectation of privacy out here. So if you want a private conversation, you take them inside one of the little rooms in there, you take them into your car, you take them somewhere, but not on the sidewalk, man. Come on.
So that's where we're splitting hairs, where you're saying it.
I will agree to disagree then.
That's right. Where you and I are agreeing, but then disagreeing, because you're saying I'm not interfering with him unless I walked up to him and started yelling at him.
Well, that could be a disturbance then.
So what's the difference between standing here and yelling at him?
Well, the difference is I wasn't yelling. I was speaking loud enough so he could hear me from that distance.
And interrupting what they were.
Interrupting is not a crime. Interrupting someone is not a crime.
If you're interfering
No,
with
sir.
an investigation.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, there's something for you.
I would challenge you that left and right, day and night, 24/7.
And you're welcome to ask your viewers what they think. You know,
I will.
And see what they.
When one camera shakes the whole system, we see the true power of an informed citizen. The lesson is clear. The right to film, to speak, to exist freely needs no permission. Stay sharp, because silence is consent to tyranny. A citizen films in public, then cops swarm in, detain, and serve a trespass warning like the Constitution doesn't exist. Why does a legal act trigger such panic? Has justice been replaced by unchecked authority and fragile egos? Watch and decide for yourself.
Do they train all of you guys to say that shit? Okay.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I don't give a fuck.
Hello, sir. I'm Sergeant Reed of the Navajo Police Department. What's your name?
I'm not telling you my name.
Why not?
Because I don't have to.
Okay. Well, here's the deal.
There ain't no deal.
Hold on.
Okay? These guys have no authority here.
Well,
okay?
actually,
No, they don't.
The representatives of the Maverick. They say you have to leave the property.
Somebody call Nathan, please.
I can't. He won't answer. It's too late. He comes in the morning. I cannot call him right now. He's asleep.
They say you gotta leave. You gotta leave.
Who says I have to leave?
They're representatives.
They have no authority to tell me to leave.
Yes,
Ask her.
they do.
Ask her. Both of these black shirts are management.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to them real quick, but
Do they have authority to tell me to leave?
so all of us are just trying to figure this all out, one step at a time.
Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of hearing your fucking mouth already.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to hear you listening to you cuss at us, but we're still here.
I don't
listening
give a
to you,
shit.
right?
It's my First Amendment fucking right. If you don't like it, that's your problem.
Cool.
Why are you so hostile?
Really? Why am I so hostile?
Yeah, you were that way the second he walked in the booth.
Because of these two pussies.
Okay, well we didn't do anything that they did.
We're not affiliated with them.
So it doesn't mean you have to be
No,
acting
but
like
you
this.
enforce unlawful orders from fucking pussies like this.
They don't give us orders.
Oh, no, that's why you're in here holding me.
We
We're
were told
holding
you're
you because
violating the law.
Correct.
Not violating
That's what
nothing.
we
This
were
guy's
told.
already been told.
That's what we
So
were
has
told.
his bosses.
And that's why we're
So
doing
has
an
just about
investigation.
every one of your stupid ass security guards.
That's why we're here doing our investigation into it.
Right.
But the way you've been acting, it's
I can act
unsafe.
any fucking way I
No,
want
you
to.
cannot.
Yes,
No,
I
no, that
can.
you cannot do.
Yes, I
If you
can.
place others
That's
in
what
jeopardy,
I
you
have
cannot do that.
constitutional rights for. I
That
could
is not
do
what the Constitution says.
bullshit.
If you place other people in
I
harm's
haven't
way,
put nobody else
that is
in danger.
illegal.
Bullshit. You guys are
violate the
putting
law,
everybody
that
in
is
danger.
illegal.
You're putting me in danger. Get your hands off of me already.
sir.
So listen, if you can start complying with us and you start listening to us, and you
I don't have to listen to you,
Listen.
dude. Fuck you and your directives and your fucking lawful orders.
Okay.
Fuck you.
So hold on a second, sir. You want me to work with you here, right? About this situation? Then you need to stop, okay? The cursing, the yelling.
Tell them to get
Hold
their
on,
hands off
hold
of
on.
me.
We'll get to that in a second. What I'm going to ask you to do is you stay right there. They'll let you go. You stand right there. You calm the language. You calm the attitude. Because I'm actually talking to them trying to help you out. Or we're just going to boot you. Okay? Deal? That's fair and direct. Is that a deal?
Tell them to get their hands off of me.
Are you going to be cool?
I'm fine.
And let them go. Stay right there. These guys are just doing their job, sir.
Oh yeah, putting their hands on me. They have no right
Okay.
to put their hands on me.
Actually, we got a call for service.
So?
We're being told you're trespassing.
And you've been called
Hold
for
on,
service several times here, and you've been told already by the
Okay,
management
you
that
want
I'm
it- you
allowed
want an
here,
explanation
and
or
these guys have no authority here.
Well, we're going to talk to the district manager, and depending on what the
Good.
district manager says,
Good.
that's what's going to
Talk to Nathan in the morning too.
Well, he's not the district manager.
No, but he's the manager of this store.
You know what?
He's the
If
GM
during-
of this store, and
hold
he's
on.
called his district
If during the
manager
day-
about this
If during
issue.
the day he's fine with you being here, then that's his decision. But if somebody else higher up than him or a different manager says you got to go, then you got to go.
It's not going to
Okay?
happen.
So
It's not going to happen.
I don't understand why you even so intent on staying here in the first place.
Because I like this store. I like the people in this store.
Okay, well, some of the
Except for
people
the
don't like
stupid
way you
asses.
behave.
Who?
That's what they're telling me. They say you get irate.
Yeah,
you cause
because
problems
these
with customers.
idiots harass me every fucking time I roll up. Every single time.
Well, all I've seen
every
from you is
single
a bunch of
time.
cursing and
I've got
act up
over a
behavior,
year.
so
I've got over a
haven't
year of
shown me anything that you're
videotapes.
cool to people.
I've got over a year of videotapes of them harassing me.
Hello? So I just spoke to the district manager. So he's going to talk with I believe it's Nate, correct? The manager of the store. He's going to go over with him what he wants desired, and hopefully Nate's going to show up and he's going to tell us what we're going to, what the business magic wants. If they say you got to go, you got to go. If they say you can stay, then you can stay. But that's how we're going to handle it, okay? You understand what I just told you, sir?
Yeah.
But just so you understand the process, if they do say you have to go, then you have to leave. If you refuse to leave, then you're committing a crime of trespassing. At which point we will have to use force if necessary to remove you from the business and charge you with trespassing. You just go, and there won't be any charges. Okay?
Stop filming me in the customer's face. Like, move your camera.
It's not even pointed over there.
So see, here's part of the problem here too, sir. If you want to be left alone, and you want to be
I'm recording you.
You're not, we're recording you as well. But you're not even cooperating with the people that are even trying to defend you a little bit. You're not even cooperating with them. See where that problem is?
Yeah, well, you told me I can't move from here, so
They're not asking to move, they're asking to stop recording everything.
it's my First Amendment right, bro.
Well, this is their private property. They can tell you to leave as much as they want to.
Nathan wants me to videotape.
Well, and like I said, hopefully he'll be here soon, and then we're gonna get this solved. If he says you gotta go, you gotta go.
Can I finish getting my drink?
Right now, we're not gonna do anything.
Well, my property is over there.
What property is it?
My property is over there at the end of the counter there.
What property?
My cup.
So you can stay then.
So you just left the handle and the straw over there too, right? Aren't you? Yeah. Aren't you mandated to wear a mask?
You're not wearing a mask, sir.
And you? Aren't you mandated to wear a mask? I'm not filming you. Really? There's a camera right over you, looking right at you. I'm posting it on YouTube.
You're not helping your cause. You're not helping your cause. Actually filming on private property inside a business where they say that they don't want you
Yeah,
to
well.
be here.
Oh yeah. But yet there's cameras all over this building.
All you want. But if they say you can't film in here, then they say you can't.
I'm filming you guys. I'm protecting my rights.
We're recording, so
I don't care whether you're recording or not. It's a funny thing that sometimes oh, the body cams end up erased for some reason.
you can't erase it.
Whatever.
They actually automatically go into the system.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
can't do it. photographed, it can't be edited.
Yes. Yes, I am. Great. Yes.
Okay. Sir, you need to leave the property. They said you need to go. You're not allowed to leave here.
You're telling me to leave?
My boss just called. You need to deal with my boss from my board because
Okay.
what they're telling my boss, he woke me up, somebody get down here to CT you.
Okay. Can I have your boss's number?
Not right now, I'll call you in the morning.
Okay. You have my number?
Oh, no, I do not. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that did this to me 3 nights ago, Nathan.
Hey, what's your phone number?
505-203-8960.
From my understanding, you said you wanted CT, correct?
Right.
So you need to get a criminal trespass notice not to return?
Right.
Okay. So we also have to give you a notice, a written criminal trespass notice, and you're not allowed to return on the property. But if you return on the property, you'll be arrested.
Okay.
Okay? Trespassing.
It's all right.
What's your first name, sir? What's your first name, sir?
You don't need my name for a criminal trespass?
Yes, we do. We have to fill it out addressed to you. This is their request.
Isidro Casares.
How do you spell that? How do you spell your first name?
You don't know how to spell Isidro?
Everybody spells things a little bit differently.
Okay. Isidro. Casarez.
C-A-S-A-R-E-Z. Is that what you said? C-A-S-A-R-E-Z?
That's what I said.
Okay, what's your date of birth? What's your date of birth, sir?
You don't need my date of birth.
Yes, you do. Actually,
No.
because see, what you're doing is they're saying you're trespassing. That
I'm
is-
not trespassing.
So right now you're being
Was I
detained.
trespassing 2 nights ago?
Right
No,
now.
we're talking about right now. My
So-
boss told me I have to CT you.
So right now you're
I
being
will
detained.
look it up. They called him, they're dealing with him. I'm doing
You
what I'm
didn't.
told
You
to
didn't
do.
tell your boss what they're doing to me.
It doesn't matter what. It's my boss is the owner. He's the boss. He told me what my ass to get me down here.
But
CT you.
did you explain to him what
It doesn't
they've been
matter what I
doing to
tell
me
him.
for over a year?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because I'm doing what my boss told
If
me
that
to do.
guy's the representative of the business and in charge and says so, then that's what it is.
11861.
11861.
No, I don't. I don't.
Do you have a mailing address specifically you'd like to
No, I
use?
don't.
What about a phone number?
No.
Is the information you provided me correct?
Yes.
Because you know it's a crime to conceal your identity to law enforcement in this situation since you are being detained for reference to trespassing. It is a crime to conceal your identity.
Right. Exactly. And I have no. Just seeing what my boss tells me.
Now I am. Because I feel like it.
A little piece of advice. Well, she's getting upset because he's filming because he
I know,
doesn't.
but
See, the,
I don't want to escalate.
I know part of the problem is he's not been cooperative with anybody since we
No, I
got
already
here.
told you.
I took a lot of steps to try to help him see and verify, just in case he does have permission. But he's also not been cooperative with anybody at all,
Oh yeah.
and that's part of the problem. I'm trying to explain. to
No,
you.
the problem is they've been harassing me for over a year. Nathan knows it. He's documented it. I've talked to him and showed him every video.
Because your instant response when I showed up was just to do nothing but persecute, give me attitude when I tried to talk to you friendly.
Security guards had their hands on me.
No, my
Your
officers-
clowns had their hands on me.
They're not clowns. They're actually very good
Well,
officers.
they look like clowns to me.
See, again, your level of respect and the way you're dealing with people, that's part
Oh
of the
well,
problem here.
life's a bitch.
You want something from people, maybe you should show a little more respect. You'd be surprised how far
Why
they
don't you guys show more respect
get nothing but courteous.
to the people that are your bosses?
Okay. Citizens are not my bosses.
Yeah, we are. Just like we're the boss of the government, and you guys think you can do whatever you want. You can't. That's why you have no qualified immunity anymore.
So this is a criminal trespass notification. What it means is you cannot come back to this business. If you do come back to this business, you will be taken to jail. Okay? So what I need you to do is I need you to sign right here where it says subject signature.
I have to sign that.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Sir, just so you're aware, that also includes a parking lot. You cannot even come into the parking lot.
Must think I'm stupid.
just making sure you understand that when you do yourself. So this is your copy. Business has a copy. We have a copy.
Don't worry about it. I'm talk to my lawyer in the morning.
Okay, that's one. You're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah.
So now at this point, since that's been issued, you have to leave the property.
You guys will be getting served soon.
When a lawful act like filming is twisted into disorderly conduct, we must wake up. Civil rights aren't granted. They're unbreakable. The lesson is this: our silence only fuels their abuse. Speak up, stand firm, and never surrender your liberty. What do you think about these officers? Leave your thoughts in the comments below so we can discuss and learn together. Thank you for watching.